This morning, Kenyans woke up to a rude shock that the opening dates for primary and secondary schools had been pushed to next week, Monday, 6th May 2024. And it was a rude shock because the decision came in the middle of the night when Kenyans were asleep. So when they woke up in the morning, some had even prepared and sent their children to school only for the children to be turned back home. It's now emerging as to what might have transpired and why that communication came very late and in the middle of the night. I want us to have a look at an expose by somebody called Anwar Sadat, in which I'll also explain why I strongly believe that Kenya Kwanza government is a one-man show. All decisions are being made at State House, Nairobi. The cabinet secretaries, the PSs, they are just there to be seen, but not to be heard. Anwar Sadat, a friend close to CS Education, has told me that we shouldn't blame the CS for the school opening communique, which was released at midnight, the day of opening. They say that on Friday last week, the ministry had recommended the school opening to be pushed out by 1 week, but was told to wait for a final direction from State House. They followed up with State House on Wednesday and was told the decision hasn't been made because the president had been engaged on other issues and his chief of staff, the only other allowed to make such decisions in State House, was also busy. It is on Sunday midnight, Monday morning that someone at State House gave the okay and a communication release. Yes, I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to see clearly that this is a one-man show government. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Sadat is saying, they say that on Friday last week, the ministry had recommended the school opening to be pushed out by 1 week, but was told to wait for a final direction from State House. So a decision had been made at the Ministry of Education, that was last week, for the opening days to be pushed. But State House told them, hold on, wait a bit. They followed again on Wednesday this past week. They were told to wait, only for State House to give that okay on the same day schools are opening. That was today, Monday morning, in the middle of the night. I've always maintained that Kenya Kwanza is a one-man show. And last year, some cabinet secretaries anonymously claimed that decisions were being made at State House, Nairobi, and they were just being told to sign some gazette notices. Quite a number of cabinet secretaries were complaining last year. And if this post by Anwar Sadat is anything to go by, then it just reinforces that notion that almost everything is being done at State House, Nairobi. If you see somebody being awarded a tender to supply fake fertilizer, to National Cereals and Produce Board, that person has been sanctioned at State House to deliver the fertilizer. You can't get any big tender, whether big or small, without State House knowledge. So if you see the mess in the agriculture ministry, the fake fertilizer, no heads rolling, just know that the decisions were made at State House Nairobi. If you see this mess that has now engulfed our education sector, just know the mess is because of State House. If you see the floods across the country, the government taking no action, just know it's because of State House. So in a nutshell, the buck stops with State House. If the cabinet secretaries fail to deliver, no, it's because of William Samoei Ruto. They are being gagged. They have not been let free to perform their duties. And on top of that, if you look at the individuals who have been appointed as cabinet secretaries, are they qualified to hold those positions? The answer is a very big no. None of them qualify. In fact, if you look at the entire Kenya Kwanza government, from top to bottom, I don't think any of them, including Ruto himself, qualifies even to be elected an MCA. And when I say that, I'm not taking sides. I'm just stating facts as they are. The truth is always one. There cannot be two truths. The truth is only one. William Ruto is not fit holding a public office. Rigathi is not fit holding a public office. And because they are not fit holding public offices, they have also appointed people who are not fit holding public offices. That's why we are in a mess as a country. How then can Kenyans save themselves from all this mess? Kenyans can only save themselves through the ballot by first making sure the leaders, the members of parliament, senators, governors they elect are men and women of credibility. If they elect people who are not of credibility, upon winning those seats, they'll come to parliament or to the Senate or even to the county governments, and the national government will obviously compromise them. And already we are seeing even some members of parliament in the opposition are already compromised. They are now singing the government's tune. Instead of playing their oversight role, they have turned into the government's sycophants. So the first thing Kenyans should do is to elect leaders of integrity. And now it's about 3 years still remaining. These elected leaders who are singing the government's tune, Kenyans should make the ground very hostile to them politically. To a point they will come back to their senses to realize that the ground is not very happy with them. If Kenyans still entertain them on the ground, then more and more Kenyans are going to suffer. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. To those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you.
Utasikia wakisema
Pole sana.